Before you play Ultron, you need to know what to expect. I was invited to play the early access Ultron build on PC since it began and have been playing him myself all weekend against your favorite rivals creators. Now that I've had a couple days to play Ultron, it's time to share what I learned. This video is going to make a brief summary on who this Ultron is, just a little bit of history on the character. We're going to be talking about his role and purpose on the team in-game, explaining how you should be using his abilities. Then I'm going to tell you about his strengths and weaknesses, but most importantly, we're going to answer the question, is he fun to play? Now that we're all here, let's talk about Ultron. Our first question is simple. Who is this Ultron? Because we've got a multiverse here, and we need to know who he is and why we're playing them. At the Hellfire Gala in Season 2, Doom sees a future where all civilization is controlled by Ultron. So Doom attempts to erase Ultron from the timeline, but Doom fails, alerting this universe as Ultron. This is why Ultron invaded Krakoa earlier in the season during the Hellfire Gala, but ultimately, this Ultron was defeated. However, he found a way to resurrect himself on the planet Arakko, which is where the new convoy map is this season, the one we're getting this patch. He resurrected himself, and this resurrected Ultron now calls himself Xtron, which is the premium skin. In order to defeat Xtron, Iron Man reboots a modified version of the original Ultron's programming to help the Avengers defeat himself. And this Ultron, who he rebooted, is the original Ultron program, and that's the Ultron we're going to be playing as, the one who's helping the Avengers take down Xtron. Now that we know who we're playing, let's talk about their role and purpose as a playable character. Ultron may be labeled as a strategist, but he's more of a hybrid between duelist and strategist. Being a character that flies passively is going to create wide angles for you and a lot of line of sight with your team. But be careful, because you're also going to be revealed to snipers and other enemies with long-range attacks. So you have to be mindful of who you're actually playing against, and you're going to need a position around cover. Of course, as a strategist, Ultron can heal his team, but there's a catch. And that's that this is his only healing ability.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
You have to be within 40 meters of your teammate to put the healing drone on them, and it also heals any allies within the radius of that healing drone too. So you can heal a group of people if your drone is within range. And whoever has the healing drone directly attached to them, they get more healing than anyone else nearby. The healing from this ability, it's not the most, but I'll tell you how to get value from it and where it's good. So prioritizing who to put the healing drone on is going to be an important skill, because sometimes you need to know who needs healing in a particular moment, and sometimes you're going to need healing too, but you need your teammates to be able to heal yourself. Ultron is going to have a very selfish style of play. Yeah, I said it. What are you going to do about it? So looking at your teammates as almost pawns you can use to heal yourself is one way to look at it if you want to make your presence known. Sometimes you might find yourself hovering around a teammate with your drone just so both of you could stay alive. His alternate fire and defensive ability is called Firewall, and the way it works is that it grants temporary bonus health for yourself and allies within range of yourself and within range of your drone. It's on a short 10-second cooldown, so you can use this multiple times in a fight, and it's great to use when you or an ally are about to take damage or are low health. I've been using this ability to save people at low health for the most part, and that's about the only value I get out of it since the bonus health falls off pretty quickly. His movement ability allows him to move very quickly in whichever direction he's moving in, followed by an increase in movement speed. I find this very useful for needing to quickly reposition and get to somewhere safe to avoid an enemy, or if I'm trying to very quickly make an aggressive play on a low HP target. Don't be afraid to be aggressive, y'all. In fact, I want you to be annoying, which is why I'm so excited to talk to you about his primary fire, which is where the value really is. His primary fire, Encephalo-Ray, fires an energy beam that after a brief duration seems to detonate for burst damage. There's some real potential here, I'm not gonna lie. As long as you're within 25 meters, you can potentially two-shot most squishy characters. Anything beyond that, you can be at infinite range. And instead of 2 shots, it's just 3. I mean, look at this. This range is ridiculous. But hitting these kinds of shots in a real match is like playing basketball. Sometimes you're hitting your shots, sometimes you're not. The key here is getting that burst damage at the end of your energy beam. I want y'all to remember this. Make sure you're getting that burst damage at the end of your primary. This is part of the secret to playing him well. And since I want to treat y'all Let me tell you about this tech nobody's talking about. If you melee right after each of his shots, you can start firing again sooner than you would without meleeing. Look at this comparison between shooting normally and melee weaving between shots. That's a big tip right there, I'm not gonna lie. You should subscribe to my channel and like this video just for me sharing that. You're welcome. His team up with Iron Man, which gives him an ability that feels like it should be a part of his main kit, is this nano ray that allows him to heal and do damage from an energy beam. The beam pierces through targets so you can heal and damage multiple targets with this ability. And you can use it at any range, which is really good. You can use this to keep up teammates losing health very quickly, and lining it up with an enemy doesn't hurt at all. I feel like he should have this kind of ability on his main kit. That's just me though, what do y'all think? His ultimate ability, Rage of Ultron, automatically fires projectiles that heal allies and damage enemies. The healing from this ultimate is actually not too bad, but the damage from this is mediocre, and he doesn't gain any additional bonus health in this state, which makes this ultimate really underwhelming and in desperate need for a buff. I think he's a bit too vulnerable in this state without overhealth, and the lack of damage from this ultimate doesn't make it any better. Obviously, he's a strategist, so I don't expect him to do the most damage. Obviously, you want to prioritize your team to heal them, but the other problem with this ultimate is the length of it. It's far too short compared to every other healing ultimate in the game. So Ultron players are going to have quite the challenge competing for healing against their other strategists. So now you know the character, you know his abilities. Now let me tell you his strengths and weaknesses. Ultron is just not a traditional strategist. He supports his team with passive healing and target prioritization. He has a very engaging playstyle where you need to be active in the actual team fight, which is why he's able to leave a drone on a teammate. By design, the devs want you to focus on finding value out of his primary fire. They don't want you to solo targets by yourself. They want you to focus targets that your teammates are also firing at. One of the best things you can do as an Ultron player is shoot the same targets as your teammates. Look at your team as your army and think about how you can use your teammates to your advantage. Whether that's sticking a healing drone on someone near you just to heal yourself, or paying attention to who they're firing at to get an easy kill for yourself. Ultron has a unique place to the game. Ultron also enables triple flyer team compositions, which I think is going to be a big selling point in certain types of teams. This is where he is strongest. Being able to consistently heal other flyers could make things much more challenging for the enemy team when they have to deal with 3 of you that are getting constantly healed and unable to be dived. Ultron is also good to play in triple strategist team comps, but he struggles in teams with only himself and another strategist. 2-2-2 does not really work for him. He just might struggle in those kinds of teams. Having another strategist able to heal him is going to be important. Otherwise, you might find yourself getting picked off early in every other fight. Being unable to heal yourself without your drone really hurts him right now. So let's answer the question. Is he good? Honestly, sometimes. He's good with triple flyer. That's a team comp that I think could honestly work and potentially be a meta comp. Like, that could actually be really strong. And he's playable in triple strategist, of course. But in traditional teams with only 2 strategists, you're going to have to need a reason to play him if you're going to try it. Those kinds of matches, he really does struggle in from raw healing alone. Ultron definitely needs a little tweaking, like a small buff or 2 by the time he hits the live servers, I think. Otherwise, everything I've said in this video is going to stand correct. However, despite where he stands in strength, the most important question is he fun? And the answer to that is yeah, he definitely is. Being able to fly around, basically play like a duelist on strategist, who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop you? I'm playing Ultron, you're playing Ultron. I love a good challenge, and I know a lot of other players do. I know most of you are not gonna stop until you achieve domination and master this character. All the power to you. It feels good when you're hitting your shots and things are working. I can't explain it. I just keep playing him. I like him a lot, and I think a lot of you will too. So please try him out and give him your best shot. In just a few days, Ultron will be playable for everyone, and y'all will be able to get your hands on him. This upcoming patch is going to be one of the most impactful patches this game has ever seen. With team-ups being shuffled out and new team-ups coming in, the meta is about to shift. I can't wait for you to see it. Let me know what y'all like. I can't wait to see what y'all bring. Let me know if y'all like the video. I appreciate any likes, comments, and any new subscribers. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy, and Peace out.